The guys did a pretty good job in the scrimmage. There's always some technique and fundamental stuff that you got to clean up, especially with that many plays. But the effort was good. I thought their mindset was good, treated it like coming into a game, which is kind of what you want in those preseason scrimmages. So it's not like you're walking out trying to, all of a sudden be in, hey, I'm in game mentality. Well, I haven't had practiced it. So that was a big point for those guys. I thought they did a pretty good job of handling that.
I guess it's kind of like out of a fire hose for Devin right now. How's that going? What can you get out of it?
Yeah, so with Devin, he's done a great job of coming in with an open mind and really absorbing, the new language almost. I think he's played a lot of football, so he's done most of the techniques, and there may be some tweaks and stuff to the way that we do things, but other than that, he's done most of the stuff. So he's got to learn the new terms, what they mean, and put them together, but he's done a nice job that way, and we're going to look to keep bringing him along and try to get him out there as often as we can and keep building on it. Yeah, he's a tough guy that works real hard at it. I know we'll be able to get, some plays out of him. I don't know how many reps. I think you also got to be smart with a guy that hasn't been through a whole entire preseason training camp. You kind of get that football stamina. It's hard to replicate getting in football conditioning or football shape without being on the field. No matter how many gashes you run or what you do in the gym, it's a little bit different when you're banging against big bodies and accelerating, decelerating, getting hit, hitting someone. So I think he's still getting a little bit of that, but he's doing a pretty good job of getting himself back where he needs to be. It's starting to. I think, you're never satisfied as a coach with where everything stands. But, I think between the inside guys and the edge guys, I think we've been able to put it together pretty good and, be able to go out there and play. This day and age, you can't just go out and play 4 or 5 guys. That's not gonna allow you to make it through the season with those guys. So you got to do a good job of rotating, especially early in the season. At the same time, guys got to earn their spot. They got to earn their opportunity to go out there and play. So that's what the last couple of weeks have been all about.
Running the ball quite a bit, and has that been a challenge you've kind of pushed to your guys?
Yeah, I don't think there's any secret. They have some really good running backs, and their O-line is very good, and they're going to want to run the football. I think that's probably just about any team's going to want to, especially early in the season, be able to establish the run and run the ball. And same thing on defense. You got to be able to stop the run. That hasn't changed. A lot of stuff has changed over the last however many years with different rules and the way the game's played. But one thing that's stayed consistent is you got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to stop the run if you want to be a successful team. So for us on defense, we've got to be ready to go and play against the run game.
Ross mentioned a week ago, Jamari and plays with guys who you see them elevate their game too. Sean and those other guys around. And what did you see out of them? And I guess is that encouraging how they've taken to the competition?
Yeah, Blaze and Jamari have done a great job. They haven't shied away from, hey, Garrett Nelson's in the room or Caleb Tanner, and then, hey, we got this new guy, O'Shawn, and they've just what you said in the question, they've upped their play. They've gotten better, which as a coach, you hope they get better. You want all of your guys to be improving, but those guys have taken pretty significant steps. They both had great summers with Zach in the weight room. Their bodies look good, and the way they're playing is translating over to the field. So they've done a nice job in the run game and in the pass games. Those are guys that add some extra depth, and wouldn't be afraid to put those guys out in the game at all. Ty keep getting better and better. As high as the ceiling probably as Ty Robinson wants it to be. He's very talented athletically. He's big to go along with it. He's got the size. He's got quick twitch. I think that he keeps working on his game both physically and mentally. How much more can he learn about not only what is he doing schematically on defense, but also what's an offensive line doing? How are they blocking each specific play, not just, hey, they're running inside zone. Yeah, okay, we all know that. What does that mean to you as an interior defensive tackle? That's something way different than what it means to even a guy that's maybe playing a 5 or 6 technique on the edge. So for him to be able to start to understand those nuances and what they're trying to do to him, I think he's got a great ceiling.
What's the test of the coach when you take your team across the globe? That's a strange kind of opener, but how are you taking that test?
Yeah, so for me, I've never been across the Atlantic Ocean or any ocean for that matter. So it's a little bit new for me, and certainly doing it as a coach. But I think these guys are treating this as an away game. I know Coach Frost has said it. This isn't a bowl game that we've earned or anything like that. We're going to play Northwestern, It's more of a business trip probably. I think that hopefully families and friends and fans have a blast over there. But I know from my room, the way we're looking at it is we're going over there for one job in mind, and we're going to fly back, and we're either going to get it done, and we're not going to accept less than that. So we're going to make sure that we're treating this thing like it's a business trip for sure.
You reached out to any of your connections to the NFL about those guys that maybe played in London or done any of that experience?
I haven't talked to any guys about it. Like I said, I think that with our guys, we're going to kind of get on the plane. We're going to get over there. It's going to be, get acclimated for, about, maybe 24 hours or something like that. And then we're back into our normal, well, we call it battle rhythm. We kind of count it backwards from when the game starts. We're going to be on our normal preparation, our normal schedule over there, and get ready to go that way. So it's going to be, it's probably be a little bit different for us that way, but we'll, it's maybe a couple extra nights in the hotel, but we're all together. We're all going to have a very similar schedule to what we've had, and I don't think that will be too much of a change for the guys.
Hey Mike, Scott mentioned that he really likes the way O'Shawn has rubbed off with some of the other edge guys, Garrett, Jamari, and Blaze, to name a few. What has he done to impact their habits, work ethic, whatever?
Yeah, I think when you bring a guy like O'Shawn in the room, number one, he's a great guy. He's got a great personality. He handled being the new guy in the room really well. I think he's kind of, earned the trust of the guys a little bit as the new guy coming in, and done a nice job with that. And also has played extremely hard. There's some pressure on him too to learn a whole new system and learn the new language and all that stuff. And I think the way that he's attacked that, I think impressed the guys. So I think it made it a lot easier for him by his work ethic. He's got a pretty humble demeanor for a guy that's a really good player, and he's done a nice job fitting him really well.
How did he attack it? What about that has put pressure on him?
Yeah, so the way he attacked it, number one, I think increasing and elevating his speed and effort on the field. I think that's something that stood out probably to me fairly quickly. The first couple days he might not have been used to the speed in which we were practicing, individual, doing different things like that, and then he put that in his rearview mirror and jumped right in. He kind of, was right next to those guys, and I think he's done a nice job that way. And then the other piece is sometimes when you're the new guy, you kind of have a crutch. Well, I didn't know the play because I'm new, or I didn't understand the call because I'm new. He hasn't used that at all. He's gone the other way. Hey, I'm the new guy that's going to not let you down. So I think that was probably went a long way in gaining the respect and the trust of the guys in the room.
Have you seen like an actual, have you seen Blaze and Jamari and Garrett sort of raise their game as O'Shawn got here?
Coach Frost and I were talking about it maybe like the end of the first week, and that impact was visible right away. The guys, it was awesome that the guys that were here wanted to make sure that they're still the guys that are here, and they want to be the guys that play, and they want to earn their spot on the field and stuff like that. And it has been a little bit of an effect. I think it's been great for Garrett and Caleb as guys that have been in that position for the last couple of years. All of a sudden there's a little bit more competition. We say it all the time. The better the guys are as the 2s and the 3s and the 4s, that raises the level of competition for everybody, all the way up to the starters.
You say it's visible. What do you see that gave you that impression?
Probably their output, their production. We call it production when they make plays, tackles, sacks, TFLs, things like that. So you can see that, and you can see them getting physically bigger and stronger as the camp has gone along.
What have you seen specifically with Blaze this fall?
Blaze is a guy he's a tireless worker. He's a big time football junkie. Like, he studies and watches film and goes over his notes. Does a great job taking notes in the meeting room, in the classroom. It's real important to him that way. If he makes a mental error on a play, or is out of a gap, or misses an assignment, he's visibly upset about it. And he makes sure that that's not going to happen again. So I think that mental attitude has allowed him, obviously with his body type and how physical and strong he can be, I think that's allowed him to elevate big time.
I know the health is a big part of that. How important has that been to get that hurdle out?
Huge. That's a big deal. And unfortunately, when he was a little bit younger, a new guy, he had a couple injuries that kept him out and things like that. And he's been doing a great job working hard at being bigger and stronger, and hopefully that's going to carry over to a little bit less of that. So he's not into the training room too much. Hopefully we keep him in the meeting room and on the field instead.
Coach Daniel said that you guys started today working on some Nebraska-specific stuff. How do you think your D-line played against that specific?
Yeah, first time. A lot of it is going to be, especially with the inside guys, techniques and fundamentals. Us seeing their predominant run plays that they like to feature, and maybe a couple of the wrinkles that may give us some headaches or not. So the guys had a good mindset. There was a good. We had a great meeting this morning with getting into kind of more of what stuff we're going to be seeing, and then the guys did a nice job on the field today.